This Argentina side isn't Lionel Messi and 10 others. There are plenty of players alongside him who also play for the best clubs in Europe. So while everyone is pointing the finger at manager Jorge Sampaoli for the mess they appear to be in, ultimately the players have to take responsibility for themselves. I expect them to do that, hoisting their nation onto their shoulders as they beat Nigeria and go through. The manager can take some of the blame, but whichever team you play for, you are responsible for the way you play your football. Once you are on the pitch in international football, it is down to you as a player directly to go out and try to replicate for your country what you do for your club. For Argentina's players, the excuses have to stop, because they are good enough to go to the latter stages of this tournament. Messi and co were thrashed by Croatia. Image, FIFA via Getty. Germany still contenders. Don't be under any illusions about Germany just because they came within a few seconds of needing snookers to stay in the World Cup. To put it in car terms, the Germans might not be a nice, shiny, 2 or 3-year-old Audi with low mileage like the England team, but rather the big old Mercedes with 150,000 miles on the clock which still hasn't had its oil changed. And whichever team finishes 1 goal better off than Joachim Löw's side will probably win the World Cup. My dark horses are already out. Poland are already out. Image, Getty Images. First Peru let me down and then Poland in terms of my dark horse tips for the tournament. In both cases, the huge dollop of naivety at this level played its part in their downfall. It's back to the drawing board for both nations, and a hands up from me that I got those predictions spectacularly wrong. Brazil continue to spread the joy. Why do we love watching Brazil? It's simple. They play for the joy of the game, with a smile on their faces, and they possess the ability to mock an opponent with pure talent. But I'm not seeing any of that in Russia from their star man, Neymar. And what a shame that is. He's playing with too much spite. There's too much histrionics from him, and he needs to cut out all of that immediately. Neymar and Brazil are assured of their place in the last 16. Image, Jamie Squire. FIFA via Getty Images. Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi both ride physical challenges, or at least the modern interpretation of them, game after game, but they get up, dust themselves off and carry on. At 26, Neymar is no longer a baby, and if he wants to be judged alongside those two, he has to keep his mouth shut, score goals and help Brazil win the World Cup. But he's showing himself to be a bit Paul Pogba-esque, all about the bling and persona instead of being about the footballer, which is what Ronaldo and Messi are. Shirt pulling has been a disgrace. The amount of shirt pulling, their hugging and wrestling in the box England had to contend with in their first 2 games was a disgrace, which is why referee Grisha Head's no-nonsense display against Panama has to be applauded. Every team at the World Cup has now been warned that sort of physicality will not be tolerated, not even the first time.